Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another video. This time around, guiding you through the new event we got in Trove right now, a battle of fire and ice. It comes to remind me of Game of Thrones, you know, that was called a tale of ice and fire. Hopefully this this event is not going to be like season 8 of Game of Thrones. If you know what I mean, you kind of get the reference. But I don't want to make the intro too long because we do have 11 steps to this one here. And it's sort of in the same way as we had Cowboys versus that one, I think. So I think this is a battle of ice and fire. When I saw this one, I was really keen on seeing 2 new dragons because that was what posted in the thing. If you can see here, there's 2 different dragons right here. So hopefully they look super, super cool, by the way. I really like the, I guess this is the ice one. Really think this is super amazing. So I really hope that in some way we're gonna get that, but I did look over the dragons, and spoiler alert, it's not new dragons. So maybe in future, if we get enough, you know, hype around it, maybe they'll introduce these ones in the future. Hopefully is that. But didn't want to make the intro too long, but I did also want to mention that we do have the 14 days of daily adventures. So, you know, today it's gather 1 ore or get it from pinatas or whatever. But remember to do it on, of course, Saturday, because Saturday is the double XP potion for just doing 1 dungeon. So make sure you do that one as well. So, but that was enough with the intro. As we know, things are as it always is. But we are going to move on to, you know, the quest line, which is going to be in the hub. And that is going to be for step number 1. Alright guys, before we head into step number 1, I do have to say something I figured out during my whole thing that I did before I did the whole quest line, and I figured out that you actually at some point you have to choose a side and then you cannot do the other side. So you can do 2 things here. You can do, if you only have 1 account, you can not complete this step right here, but do it something else. Right now, the step is to craft something right here. You're gonna start with the lava people or the fire people, and then you are going to do the same thing for the ice people. And then of course you can just choose the fire people if you do so, but then you cannot get the lava people, the ice people, and they all have the same thing in here. But when you choose one side, you cannot do the other one. So again, you can do 2 things by either just go ahead and get yourself more of these these Rime crests. Just keep going through step number 3. If you do step number 3, you can do all of these. So before we head into step number 1, I just want to make sure you guys know this, is that you just do just keep you know, farming. Just keep farming a permafrost world until you have enough of these before you complete anything else, because when you complete this one here, you are going to lose the crafting bench. So make sure you have 700 of these for this one, and you have 300 for this one, and then also 100 for this one, and then 25 for this one as well. The other ones here do not give you anything at all. The trophies do not give you anything, or the other ones do not give you anything either. So just keep that in mind when you do before you switch. Or you can also have an alt account, as I have right here. So I'm just gonna keep it right here, and then I'm just gonna farm all of the crests at some point for this one without completing this step. But I'm just gonna go out there and get more crests from you know, the permafrost biome, the frozen vaults as they're called. It's you can see that in the steps that we get through. When you get to step number 3, you can see how you get all of these things. But instead of completing this one, just do not keep you know, going from this one. So don't craft anything, just get yourself about, that's 1,000, that's 1,100, that's 1,125, and get yourself that wasn't, well, you don't get the need to trophies. This is just a transformer to just get you the biome in your club world if you want to get that one, and this is just a decoration. So you just need to get yourself 1,125 of these ones here. It's gonna take you a little bit of time, but it's not that much again. Unfortunately, the daily quests you have at the end do only give you dragon coins, so you can get a lot of dragon coins through this event, which is really nice. But yeah, do not pass step number 3 and just go out there and keep farming until you have enough and craft all of it, and then go to, you know, step 3, 4, 5, and 6, and so on. And then of course you do also have to choose ice when you are done as well. But it's the same thing. This one actually disappears when you get to the ice part, and then you can just farm all of it if you want to, if you are not on that step. And then you can see this guy is actually looking at the anvil. There's right here. So if you are at this point right here, you can just choose fire and just farm all the things for this one. If you go here, you can see you just have to get the smoldering marks for the ice guys, and then you can just switch to fire when you get to this one as well. That's in the Dragonfire Peaks, so just go ahead and do that as well. I just had to put this in here as well because you can't choose one if you already chose the other one, and you can actually get it on the smoldering right here. Smoldering, you can see you can actually buy it at the moment. And it's around 7 million, this one. And you can actually make more costumes if you want to do that. You can farm the costumes and actually, you know, sell these on the marketplace when you do choose in the end and stuff like that. But you can't just keep farming and getting these costumes. So you can make 7 million. But if you already chosen like I have, then you are stuck with either this one or the other one. There's an ice one for the Candy Barbarian. So just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. You know, it made it a little bit longer, this video, but I think it was very important to tell you guys. I made a different video as well too, so some people saw that as well, but I wanted to put it in this one as well. So anyways, now we can get into step number 1, and you guys can continue, and hopefully you have an alt account if you already completed every step, and or make yourself an account, and you can just make a new account. You can just make a new account and go through it. You should be able to do it as well. And again, you have 14 days to farm it out, so it shouldn't take you that long as well. But anyways, we were supposed to go into step number 1 without me ranting, so here we go, step number 1. Alright guys, we are now in the hub, and we are going, as you can see right behind us, going to talk to Trykris? I don't know, trying to cry, I don't know if the name is, but of course you're just gonna be in the hub and you're gonna make yourself way over here. It's super cool, the new event area right here, super cool. So we're gonna get up here, and I think we only have to interact with him. There's not gonna be much going on right here. You can see I can interact with this one, but I'm pretty sure if you just go up there and use your interact button, which is, as you can see for me, it is E. So I'm gonna go up to the guy and just hit my interaction button right there, and that is gonna complete step number 1. So yeah, pretty simple. Just get up here and use that E button, but it looks so cool. Look at this, it looks so cool, the dragon. And there's also the other one right down here. It looks amazing as well. Wish it were just bigger and actually being dragons. You know, that would be super cool. Just make them double the size and just make them even cooler than this. But they're cool in just themselves right here. But yes, that was step number 1. Let's head into step number 2. Alright guys, for step number 2, all we have to do is collect some Rime Crest, and we do that by going to a permafrost biome. But more specific, we are actually going to the frozen vaults. So first of all, if you have your atlas up here, you can open up the permafrost world right here, the second world here, that is gonna have the most permafrost biome. But in the permafrost biome, if you see here, there is this kind of little purple kind of area. You can see this is the normal permafrost biome, but this is the frozen vaults, and here you just have to defeat enemies in here. Actually, you can find these little what would you call them, dungeons kind of thingies. It's not marked as a dungeon, but then you have all these things, and they actually hit pretty hard, and it's a little bit laggy because there's a lot of people actually going for it right now. But as you can see, I'm gathering up these ones here, and we gotta get 25 of these here. It's not a you know, 100% drop rate, and they do not drop amazing. I did get a stellar one, but usually these are all not super amazing. But you just run through this going down. You can see there's more down here, and there's also some guardians that drop like 5. I defeated one of them and I got 5 out of it, but you just gather them up nicely. They do only take 1 damage, so yeah, it's not a lot. But then you just go through this, and you see if you can't find, we could find a boss, that would be amazing. But you just go through it. They're pretty easy. They do have a health bar, so you can see it. And you can get kind of lost in these ones as well. See, I'm actually up there because I'm lagging. So I can just go back here and actually defeat the enemies. And now the game thinks I'm going back, but I'm actually here, guys. Don't worry, just go back. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, you guys are going back now. Okay, but I'm not going away from you guys. Okay, as I said, it's a little bit laggy. Oh, there we go. Now I snap back to where I actually am. And I'm going to continue getting these here until I have 25. And we're going to be done with step number 2. And we can head into step number 3. All right, for step number 3, all we have to do is craft something at the Molten Anvil, and that's gonna happen, of course, in the hub. As you can see behind there, there's a big question mark or a big exclamation mark where we do have to go craft ourselves something. Doesn't matter what it is. If you gathered some more, like 700 of these, you can get the costume for the Ice Age. That's gonna be very nice. I think that's pretty awesome. I think the cool with the wings probably. We'll see that probably when I get it, or you can see it when you get it. And then there's of course also the ally. It's gonna cost you 300, so that's 1,000 of these. And then there's also 100 of these for the hat of this. There's some daily quests before you're like, oh my god, there's so many, and go through so many. There's some daily quests in the end that I know of. So yeah, that's what we are gonna get there. But we can get the banner, or we can get the other one here. That's just the banner for like the decoration. But this one actually gives 10% experience gain. So I'm very curious to get this one here. We'll craft it right now, and that's also going to complete step number 3. As you can see, boom, we completed that one as well. We also got actually a mastery point from that. But we can actually get it. Unfortunately, it is only from the duration of what this event is, but the 10% gain is just absolutely amazing. It's funny that it's 10% magic damage. I don't know if that would be different if I was on a physical damage character. Let me see. This one updated, did not. Let me see this one. It's still magic damage. Okay, so I guess magic damage users just has a little bit of more of a advantage than the other ones do have. So let me also equip it. Let's see, still 10, still magic damage, so that's fine. Happy days that I am a magic damage user, I guess. But yeah, that was step number 3. It's gonna get a little bit of experience. Oh, we can see that actually right here. Oh, he actually got it right here. Oh, that's very cool. That is very, very cool. Unfortunately, there is a helmet to it, but that. Oh, there's a. Oh, I thought the guy had it over there as well. But that is the thing. So shout out to this guy. Oh, he's getting the helmet. He's getting the helmet. Get it? Oh, he's cycling through helmets, or no? Yeah, there we go. There you go. Yeah, that's the helmet for the event. I think I'm pretty sure that is very, very cool. So shout out to. I don't want to butcher your name, but thank you so much for that one. That's not the helmet, by the way. That one is not the helmet for it, but you can probably find some cool dragon as well. But that was enough for step number 3. We can head into step number 4. Alright guys, for step number 4, all we have to do is defeat 5 frozen vault bosses, and we are again in this light purple area. So yeah, this is where you are going to find the vaults, as we have done in the previous steps. And here you just have to run around up and down, and sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down, and you can just find them. I think there is actually one down here as well. Oh yeah, there's another one down here. Actually looks like the cool event thing as well. They do take a little while to defeat. I said this because I was actually going to go that way over there, and I was actually going to be another boss over there. But as you can see here, I'm going to defeat this one, and now I am 2, and it also dropped 5 of these, but there's also another one. This was actually the one I was going to go for before. So yeah, you just go up and down, and sometimes they're in, like you see, really close to each other, and sometimes they're quite far away from each other, but they do hurt quite a decent amount, these ones. And yeah, but they only take 1 damage as well. Let me just hit a potion right there, but I'm gonna go out there, find my last 2 ones. But yeah, you just gotta get 5 of these and just go through the dungeons and just collect as much as you can, and that's gonna get you to a step done with step number 4, and we can head to step number 5. All right guys, so for step number 5, we're back in the hub because we do have to talk to the other guy now, the ice guy. We were talking to the fire guy, and now we have to talk to the ice guy. And now there's also frozen anvil, and there is the one for the physical damage. So I guess physical damage is fire. Physical damage is frost, and then magic damage is fire, I guess. Then you could choose your, your class if you are frost or fire, I guess. But there's also a costume for the Barbarian here, and there's also some stuff for this one as well. A banner, everything else, also a recipe one. Is there one for a recipe done thingy over here as well? Let me just go check. It's gone. Okay, never mind then. Okay. Well, anyways, all we have to do again, use our interaction button next to this guy that has a big exclamation mark over its head. I'm just going to use it right there, and that's going to complete step number 5. So very much more to that. So yeah, that was step number 5. Let's head into step number 6. Alright guys, for step number 6, all we have to do is collect some smoldering masks. That's what we are going to collect now, and we are going to rinse and repeat from the other one where we were trying to get 25 of the crests. Now we're going to get mask, and we are going to get it in the Dragonfire Peaks. So I went, of course, to the place that has the most Dragonfire Peaks. Of course, right up here, U5 right up here has the most Dragonfire Peaks. So that's when the one I went for, because that's going to have most of these dungeons. They're just a little bit darker than the other ones were. And here you're just going to defeat enemies again inside of it and just get the smoldering mask from that. I'm pretty sure you get it from everywhere in this biome. And of course, if you do look at very closely, it's kind of hard to see, but it is a different color right here. This is the regular Dragonfire Peaks, but they do have the same icon, but they are a little bit brighter. But you're not going to find these. You're not going to find these, these vaults. You're not going to find these in the regular ones. So if you can't find them, just look at your map and see if it there's another one right here. It's a regular one, and this is of course down here a normal one. This is from this biome, by the way. This is not something to do with this one, but it's a little bit misplaced. But all you do, you just go through it. You see a bunch of enemies. There's a lot of people in this world right here, so it's a little bit laggy, but you can see I am there again, only taking 1 damage and doing a lot of damage back to me. There's also a chest, as you can see here. I think this chest is a real chest. There's also a chest in the other one that actually gives you quite a decent amount of these, but as you can see here, I unfortunately didn't get any. Oh, I did get something. There you go. It's just a little bit slow, but yeah, there you can see I did get 4 of these. So just run through these ones. If you find some of the bosses again, you should do some of this and just get through it very, nicely. Should be. And if you see any chests as well, do make sure you get those as well. But you get 25, and that's going to be step number 6. So very similar to one of the other steps. We also had to think of step number 2, 3 or something like that, where you had to get them as well. So it's very rinse and repeat. Now it's just for the smoldering mask instead. So yeah, I'm just gonna get my last 21 here, and then we are gonna get I'm gonna get done with step number 6, and I'll see you guys in step number 7. Alright guys, for step number 7, we are going to craft at the Frozen Anvil. The Frozen Anvil is of course in the hub as we had before. So you can see there's a big one over there. We had it over there. Hopefully it'll be back when I'm done with this one, but it's still not back. But all we have to do is go ahead and craft something. And again, we could craft some of the other things here. We could, gather more of these to gather. We could also actually get one of these, but I'm actually going to get the banner because I did get one of these. Mastery points for this one, but I do need to get this one as well to get this one here. I don't know how many we are going to use, but I'm pretty sure these can also be bought on the marketplace if you want to do. They're going to be pretty pricey, but you can sell these on the marketplace in the future if you do the dailies and stuff like that. So, but I'm going to go ahead and craft one of these here, and I got 1 mastery point from that. Of course, the recipes are probably going to give you 2 ones, but yeah. Now I got this banner as well, the same as the other one. It's just give physical damage and it lasts for the 14 days. So yeah, just go ahead and craft something. You could also craft one of the recipes if you wanted to get one of those. But there's, again, some daily quests we're going to do in the end. So that's going to give us some of these. But that was step number 7. We can now head into step number 8. So for step number 8, all we have to do is defeat 5 smoldering vault bosses, and those are in, again, the Dragonfire Peaks, as we just was in not the last step, but the other step as well. But now we have to find the bosses, and we can again go to Dragonfire Peaks. That has the most Dragonfire Peaks biome, and then of course we are going to find ourselves this little more brownish. I think this is the dark brown. This is more red brown, this one here. But this is the regular Dragonfire Peaks, and this is the vault area that you have. There's not any many dungeons. There is the big ones right here, but the ones we're looking for is just like these small caves that you go down to, and then you just find the bosses. As you can see, there's a boss right here. They are kind of not, I wouldn't say dangerous, but they do take a lot of damage, and since everybody's doing it right now, it's a little bit hard to hit them, because they think I'm here, but I am not. Yeah, they do a lot of damage, and it doesn't help that everybody is getting everything done at the same time. And sometimes you do find people that also, you know, joins in. But yeah, that's, you can see that's one of them. And then there is multiple dungeon bosses around in this one. So you just keep running around, and sometimes you find two right next to each other, or maybe they are up, or maybe they're down, and they can be anywhere. You basically go up and down, and you can see you can find it. It would be cool if I could just find one more. But yeah, just have to do 5 of these, and you are going to get yourself the completion of step number 8. So yeah, now I'm gonna get my last 4, and then I'm gonna go to and get, of course, get into step number 9. So see you in step number 9. All right, guys, for step number 9, all we have to do is go to the hub and talk to Qubesly. You can see there he's all the way there in the back, and both of the anvils are gone now. So let's see what happens when we're gonna go talk to Qubesly. So we are going to talk to Qubesly. That's step number 9. So not very much more to do with that. Because, yeah, I think we do have to go and choose a side, as you can see here, for the next step. So, but that's going to be step number 10. But yeah, that was step number 9. Let's head into step number 10. So yeah, step number 10, we have to choose a side. We just talked to Qubesly, very short step number 9. But now in step number 10, we have to choose a side. So we have to choose the ice, or we have to choose the fire. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are choosing fire, because probably people like those things, but I'm actually more of a cold guy, and I actually do like this guy a little bit more. I think he's missing a little bit right now. I think he's bugged a little bit right now. There might be a mod that are messing something up for me, because I do have 2 of these, and one of them is a mod. I know the green one is a mod. So we do have to choose this one or this one. I hope you can make both of the things though, but I don't know. I do like that we do have to choose a side, and then not everybody gets everything. I kind of like that idea, but we are going to go ahead and choose the frost. Even though the Ice Age was pretty cool, we are going to go ahead and actually work for the Rime wardens. And yeah, we're gonna choose that one as well. And we actually got the frozen anvil here, but we did lose out on this one as well. So yeah, now we can only get this one as well. I should have known that in the future. Yeah, I should have done that. Maybe somebody else could have. You could actually have gotten this one as well, I guess, before you choose, or you chose side. Let me actually see. Okay, the costume is not, it doesn't seem like to be, doesn't seem like being bind when, you know, you can probably get it if we search for it. Now I have no idea what its name is, but let me go. We can actually choose, of course we have to choose the Ice Age, and we can go to costumes, show all, and do like that, and then go down. It's called Smoldering Elementalist. Let me see, Molder, like that. Oh yeah, yeah, you can buy it. It's 7 million, so that is pretty expensive. Hopefully it goes down in price. I could be very tempted to buy it, but maybe it will go down in price. You can make multiple of these. You can make more of this one, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you don't have to, you know, do that one first. But you could actually get both of them if you're a little bit smart about it and don't continue past step number 3, I think it is. But I'll say that actually in the beginning, so you guys can actually choose before that as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to, but yeah, that was step number 10. Let's actually head and continue this one. But yeah, step number 10, that was done, and now we can head into step number 11. All right, so yeah, step number 11, that is the 3 daily quests that we do have. There is one over here that is collect smoldering marks and collecting Opening smoldering stashes. Oh, there's some stashes in there. Let me actually check these. How many do you have to get? Oh, just one. Okay, so yeah, they've been found rarely in the smoldering vaults. So those are just in the same place we've done all the different times. You know, the vaults in there. You just go there. There's gonna be a chest around, just random chests. So have a look out for those. There is some chest in the smoldering vaults that do kind of look like chests, but they're actually just decorations. But if you don't do any damage to it, it means that if it doesn't do like the bouncy thingy, that means it's only a decoration, and you should be looking at this one as well. And there should be a third one as well. That's one that's right up here. And of course, it's gonna be defeating enemies in there as well, or getting the smoldering. And then of course, you just get the bosses, and you get the marks, and you get one of the stashes. So basically that's what you do, and that's gonna complete your step number 11 when you've done 3 of these ones as well. I don't know how much of all of these do give. Maybe if it only rewards dragon coins as well. So it doesn't even give you some of these smoldering marks. So I'm pretty surprised that you don't get any of these smoldering marks with the daily quest as well. I really hope that you were gonna get that instead of dragon coins. I know dragon coins are pretty awesome, but still I would have loved the event stuff instead of those as well. But anyways, that was the event. I really wish there was dragons involved in this one, real dragons involved in this one, and not just like kind of a little bit of costumes, but really actually dragons. I know that there would be a whole year before you could get them, but I wish they would just implement everything as a real update. That would be super awesome. I would have loved sort of a PvP thing, but just the versus each other. And I kind of like the idea that you can also choose a side. And I know that then you couldn't get the other dragon, but maybe you could then choose, but like sort of like a faction system. I would love to see that, but I've said that in the past as well. But yeah, that is the guide. I hope you guys enjoyed it, found it informational, and hopefully you guys didn't choose our side, but I'll tell you guys, of course, that before we head into step number 1 back there. But so you guys know before you actually do it, and don't make the same mistake as I do. So anyways, enough chit-chatting with this one here. That was the guide. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!